Well, good evening, my friends. It is 6:50 on a Wednesday. And here in California, there have been these wildfires that have been going on. And today was kind of funny. I got up, went to work, didn't seem like anything different. It was really a foggy morning. And went to work. And then about 9 o'clock, we came out to the car and it was like dark, like nighttime. And it'd be a red hue, and then it'd be dark and whatever. Now, I understand that there's fires everywhere. We just got done with one here, okay? But the funny thing about it is, there's no smoke, there's no smoke smell, but it's dark. Now, we've had fires here years ago, similar areas all over, and we didn't have the result of these dark skies. I don't know what to say about it. So that's just another odd thing for 2020. Then they come out and they say on one of our local news channels that, oh man, fires, COVID, da da da, think it could get worse? Well, experts say it could. Well, one of my, I don't know if he's subscribed to me anymore. I'm subscribed to him, Dabu7. This might even be, say, Dabu77 now or whatever that is. He posted a picture of a solar flare, CME, and that was on the 8th. And so we always count CMEs as about 2 days, 3 days. If they're strong enough, they could be a day. And usually the earthquake will be a 7.0 to something, whatever. I can't ever tell you where it is, but it's usually the Ring of Fire. And that's because it's most active, but that's what it usually is. I can't tell you where it's going to be, but I can give you a reference frame of when. So anywhere from tonight, later on, Pacific Standard Time, till about the 13th, which is kind of funny because numbers mean a lot sometimes. 9913, there could be a earthquake of significance somewhere. Now, once again, I am a moderator on a channel about Nibiru, okay? I never thought that I would ever get to a point where I didn't believe what someone told me when it came to Nibiru. But this, I'm not going to name the group because I'm happy being a moderator there, even if I don't believe what these guys are telling me. And there have been some pretty good posts that have come on this group. But the main man who everybody sees is the Nibiru guy that knows all about it. He came on and said, oh my God, I come back and this place is crazy. So he asked for a couple of posts to be removed. And though I actually agreed with the posts, I took them down because I'm a moderator. And he asked me to take them down, and I did. Well, that's kind of goofy in a way because that's taking away someone's freedom of speech. As long as they're not swearing or as long as they're respecting the group and they put on an idea that's theirs, there's nothing wrong with that in my mind. But he doesn't like that. He thinks that all this other shit is Nibiru and all of it. But the problem is with physics, if that was really what you were telling me, we'd be rocking and rolling quite a frickin' bit. And that's not happening yet. Not to say it's not going to happen. Now, yesterday, or it was a couple days ago, there was an extreme heat in LA. It was the highest it's ever been ever there. One of the things I had come about and talked about on my old channel, my old original channel, which is gone, I got rid of that. Way before all these things happened on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Well, not so much Instagram, but a lot of these other social networks that have really not allowed you to put what you want to, squelch what you say, want to know who you are, where you live, your number. That's happening here on YouTube. You want to do a longer video, you got to give up who you are, where you are, and your number. And they verify to make sure your number's real. And if it isn't, then you can't do it. So videos over 15 minutes are only allowed with that. So when I did my channel back then, I had a guy who followed me. And this guy, all I can tell you is that he's into masonry. Okay? He has a person within his family that's more known. Not that you would know who it is. I don't really know who it is. But it took me forever to figure out why he went by this name. Search and find Red Devil Planet guy. He calls himself Arizona. You will fall into some of his stories. Now, most of his stories are true. They just haven't happened yet. I actually got to see some pictures of it that I don't possess. Couldn't go find them if I wanted. But these are real pictures from a telescope. And there it is. Big old red dot. That's not really Nibiru. Nibiru is a blue planet. This is a red planet. The Dwarf Star. There it is. And the planets, they go like this and like this, which is an X across. Right? So, for all you guys, and I'm not bringing in religion into this too much, but then again, a little bit to it. So, on the day that they crucified Jesus, or whatever it was, there was this big earthquake, and the whole sky went black. Black as sackcloth. Planet of the Crossing. So, when that thing comes again, same thing. Is it close? Oh, it's close. Is it real close? I can't tell you that. Don't know if it's real close, but it's close. But if the pictures I've seen, and it's pretty big, are real, and it's still far away, that sucker's big enough to make an eclipse last 3 days. And all kinds of things are going on. A peace deal that was signed by a certain person I'm not naming, now nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Isn't that kind of quite funny? A person will step inside a church over there, declare himself God, kind of. And there it goes. Rebuilding of the third temple, which is beginning to happen. I've been getting into that a little bit, and they're trying to break the ground and do it. Remember that once it's constructed and once it's done, it's going to go consumed by fire and fall down. And then that's it. So there's a lot of things that are coming down the way. And you either get it or you don't get it. Now, this thing out there has no religion. It has no creed. It has no race. It doesn't care who gets it from it. It's just going to do what it's going to do. And as I've used my little models and shown you how things shake and things like that, no one knows exactly where, when. This is 2020. In 9 years, 2029, there's supposed to be a pretty good size asteroid come by. Then, that same asteroid, another 4 or 5 years out, is supposed to do something. That's not Nibiru. That's not the Dwarf Star. It's whatever that is. I did a lot of study and research years and years ago. When this thing comes in, whatever it is, asteroid, whatever it is, a rock thrown by Nemesis into the water, kind of like a dragon, whipping its tail and throwing something into the sea. It'll probably be off the coast of Greece and Italy. Gee, what's in Italy? The Vatican? Rome? where Jesus was persecuted and had all that stuff happen to him. And so the wrath of whatever is going to throw its tail down towards, things going to come in, going to hit the water. And it does. The tidal wave will probably be about a mile high. So if the people that live there are there, they better be able to swim real good. When is that going to happen? Again, I can't tell you when. I can't tell you anything except that probably within even my lifetime, even if I'm 80 years old, it's going to happen. Signs are there. Nobody really knows if this whole thing going on is real, semi-real. I believe it's semi-real, but I believe the numbers aren't. Another thing I went into in one of my little rambles on here was iron oxide versus COVID. And it's kind of funny because they're testing iron oxide with COVID to find out what's the makeup of iron oxide so maybe they can treat COVID. Iron oxide dust, not COVID. Certain people are getting it, some aren't. Why? Because where a lot of this began was where? Australia, cruise ships. That's where it originated. Where is all of that? Southern Hemisphere. Where is our buddy coming from? The Southern Hemisphere. It's up to you. You believe it? You don't? That's how it is. Now, maybe tomorrow or one of these days before the end of the week, I'll try to pop a live video. I can do it on my computer. I can't really do it here. It's really crazy to me that a lot of people sub me and then take off. It's kind of like, what's the difference? You sub me, so what if I don't do a video every day like I used to? I still do them. And some of these people out here know me from a long time ago, and I don't know what their thing is. I think I do have a guy on here that might be following me that was the guy that showed me a lot of clouds and would joke on me and go, that's Nibiru. Well, I never said it was. Remember, though, Nibiru is blue kachina. Nemesis is red kachina. The blue and red kachina. In Indian lore, Hopi Indian lore. Sumerians did a lot of things. They have it in their hieroglyphics and stuff like that. They've talked about it. Even in Egypt, they show the suns and stuff on their thing. On the Mayan temple, there's actually a little thing of CERN on there. I can go into CERN a little bit if you want me to. Right now, they got a thing called the projection portal or something like that. And I was like, what's that? Is that a peek into the future? And it kind of is, or the past. Now they're screwing around with dimensions and realizing they can tap them, do things like that. There's all kinds of weird things going on. Today is a very weird day. It's very apocalyptic to me. You walk out there and look at that and go, wow, look at that. It's as dark as night. It's not that way all over. Maybe the fires are doing it, but all I know is a long time ago, maybe 20, 30 years ago, we had a couple, 3 or 4 fires like this, and we didn't have dark as night skies. Who knows? Well, to all my friends out there that have sub, my new friends, thank you very much. One guy's name I can't really pronounce because it's in a different language, whether it's Chinese, Japanese, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what your name is. Thank you very much for you subbing. I had an extra sub. That person disappeared and took off. Anyway, I'm going to close this video before I get out of 15 minutes. And I'm going to see if I can pop a live maybe tomorrow. We'll see if that happens. I'm going to upload this to my other channel too. And there it'll be. Well, my friends, I just wanted to pop a little video out to you. Also, look for that CME quake that I think is going to happen within about 2 or 3 days. It might happen tonight. But we're giving it 2 to 3 days. My percentage is still 97%. Peace. I'll be seeing you. You guys have a good day.